the 11-ish green cards, and then there's like a bunch of double green spells in the sideboard, which is a little awkward to me, but I've been wanting to try one of these Sown slash Sapperling Migration takes on the deck for a while. Figured tonight seemed like a pretty good opportunity too. The only thing that I'm not like super happy about is there's no solemnities in this 75, and I'm pretty sure that walking ballistas are just everywhere right now. So I feel like I'm going to run pretty poor versus walking ballista decks. But we'll see. If it's anything like the last, one of the last tournaments we played, we just got paired versus like a bunch of walking ballistas. So, like maybe it's wrong to even be trying this deck, but I'm going to anyway. No, unlikely to be walking ballista, I guess, but probably not super likely to be good for us. You don't see this card too often. Which begs me to double check and make sure I actually joined a competitive league. I did. But that's how seldom you see this card anyway. Well, there is no interaction in my main deck whatsoever, so I mean, there's some Thopter Arrest or whatever, but like I guess we play some Thopter Arrest if we don't draw anything else, but yeah, well, we're just not gonna have a spell. That's fine. I wasn't wanting a spell today. That has to be good for me because then he can't protect this if we do draw the Thopter Arrest. Hey James, what's up, man? Yeah, I thought it was an okay keep on the play, even though it was a little weak, but we had to hit something, and we of course just didn't hit anything, so. I assumed we're just going to counterspell this, and the game's over, but we'll find out. Well, apparently not. Oh, there's just a mono blue thing then. Probably okay versus mono blue, though we're not great. Cool, another land. Drawing these lands are obviously not what we want in a spot like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I guess I'm not going to play that. I'm willing to trade this with either of those, I think. Actually, I'm just not. Actually, I am. This could be the Throne deck. So I want to go ahead and attack in case it is a Throne deck. Like, removing one of those off the board's pretty good, but like gaining a life's fine either way. I feel like we have to be a fairly strong favorite versus this deck in at least game 1, but, I mean, we didn't get there in game 1. So, that's going to make it a lot harder overall. I don't know why he wouldn't block last turn, then he leaves this unblocked this, or untapped this turn. That seems peculiar. You probably should just have blocked with it last turn if you want to block with it this turn. Don't think he's going to sack this. That would seem weird. No. That's probably game. Can't think of many things that we beat here then. So what can he do? He could have absolutely nothing. Could let him gain 3 life. That doesn't seem particularly good. I guess we'll just go ahead and play this. Makes all my dudes produce some manas. Well, I guess I have to make servos. Though, I guess we shut down his offense pretty good if we just left the Angel as a 4-3. Maybe that was good enough. Maybe I'm just an idiot for doing what I did. I feel like I'm just wrong for doing what I just did. I have to just be wrong, right? I have to just be wrong, right? Yep. Just have to be wrong. Interesting to see what they have. They've curved out just 5 lands. They still have 4 cards in their hand, so like they're not playing particularly quickly in terms of the pressure and stuff they're putting on. So they're leaving a bunch of things back, so they're just doing 5. Well, we have to take 5. Not even considering not taking 5. So what's this do? Counters a target of an ability that targets a creature you control. So it has no effect on a creature I control. If they have a counter spell or an unsummon, I think we'll just lose, but they don't. So that's interesting. Probably lose anyway. Ooh, Fopter Arrest. That doesn't help us now, does it? You're too late, friendo. We would like to gain some life. Unsummon would be brutal. Wonder if there was a chance he should have attacked with this and sacked it that turn. How good would Spell Pierce be? It would not even be good because we could tap this and this for mana. I like if he doesn't make us do anything. Hey, no, what's up, my friend? If he doesn't make us do anything, we can actually use this stuff to get another servo here, which is kind of cool. We go to 13. I guess he has to block, right? 5, 6, 10. Or sorry. 5, 6, so that's 12. We're attacking for 17. Pride, you know, gives this stuff plus 14. So, like, he's certainly going to block here. It's what blocks is he going to make? Five one of Bant Super Friends. Very nice, man. Deck sounds sweet, too. We're definitely going to put the Harvester in front. Because it's the big bad booty daddy in this spot. Hope he doesn't have an unsummon. Because if he has an unsummon, he only takes 18. And he's alive. Either way, he only takes 18, but I really want to gain my 7 and keep my bro. That's the big part here. I want to gain my 7 and keep my bro. Wait, where did I do bad math at? Oh, I forgot these guys were all 2/2s. Ha! I forgot these guys were all 2/2s. I'm so bad. I am so bad. Just forget what you just cast your 5 mana dude that puts 2 1/1s in play. Completely ignore the fact that it's a lord. Nah, it being a lord, not important. It gave us 2 servos, friends. That's all that mattered. Oh god, I sounded foolish. No, nobody heard me. You guys aren't here. Go away. There's nobody watching. What's this thing do? This thing's like a 3/4 flyer? That seems decent. I kind of want this thing, but like, I guess it doesn't block or anything, so... I just don't want these. Siren of the Storm seems like it's too powerful. So just ignore everything. Yeah, me and my opponent's doing some racing. Gotta tell my friends that I just forgot. Go ahead and keep here. Maybe we'll hit some lands. What the hell? Apparently I'm getting spammed by some kind of bot on Facebook. That's not a land. Don't you do it, opponent. Don't you do it. Sweet, he didn't do it. Wonder if it's a massive tell if you play Sheffet Dunes on turn 1 that there's no other land in your hand that can't at least be a Sheffet Dunes. Bam. Alright, well, it's time to hit a land. It can be a green land, which is kind of neat in this spot. Well, maybe it's not. Maybe it can't be a green land if he uses this, but... Alright, we'll have to see if he allows us to do tricks. Wait. Yeah. Please don't kill my bros. Don't kill my bros. Don't kill my bros. Sweet. You didn't kill my bros. Now you don't get a chance to kill my bros. Unless you just want to throw this away now for something that's already got the damage in. Hey, sweet Matt, what it is, friendo? Hey, Weagle. What it is? What it is, homie? Homie dude. Say, Monopoly should be what is being played. You may not be wrong. Alright, so we have options now. I like options. I think I'm just going to play this one, though. It's not as mana efficient, but I guess they both put 3 things in play, don't they? Yeah, that's just stupid. They both put the same amount of things in play, so boom. Yes, that seems just like really bad that I was considering not playing the Angel. I figured it out. I figured it out, guys. It's like they both put the same amount of bros in play. We can bully you, we have the VODs. Hey, VODs are deletable. VODs are deletable. I think this is kind of cool. The problem... I don't know what the problem is. I think we're just going to roll this guy. My fingers get like indestructible or something now, don't they? And trample? Is that what they get? Is that indestructible and trample? That seems decent. That's worth. Alright, I guess I'm just going to play this thing then. And then like cast a Pride of Conquerors off of it. Or her. Opponent, I attack you for 1,000,000. My dudes have trample now too. This card's like really good. I should have read it all. Vigilance, trample, and indestructible? Yeah, well. Just well, just take 31. To be a go wide green and white player. There is no Lyra in my sideboard. Ain't worried about red decks. And by ain't worried about red decks, I mean I'm pretty sure I just die to the Goblin Chain Whirler anyway, so screw red decks. They're just gonna beat me. This is a net deck, it's not my deck, it's just a random 5-0 list I wanted to try. So, I didn't make any changes, but like a lot of these cards just seem weird. Like, not a fan of this card at all. I would rather just have multiple of these. Not a big fan of this card, because I don't think there's that many approach decks. But like, maybe I can cast it versus some blue-black decks in some spots. But, I'm not sure. I think 2 to Slaughter, or I think Slaughter to the Strong's good if there's a lot of red-green decks and a lot of mono-green decks in the format, and they are right now. I don't, but like, this kind of feels a similar row and might potentially be better overall based on what type of deck we're playing. Though, this doesn't ever kill Aronis, and this can. Trying to get my RPTQ mate or RPTQ teammate to tell me what deck he wants to test so I can sleeve it for him and he can try it out in paper, and he just won't tell me a deck. I think this guy's typically playing red decks when I get paired versus him, so not fun. This hand's pretty miserable too, but I'm not keeping it. Or I am keeping it rather. Yeah, if this guy's playing Path of Metals, I'm not sure that this deck has the ability to win versus that deck. Yeah, it's a team RPTQ. And I'm trying to get him to pick a deck. No, it's a triple standard. It's a unified standard. I think I'm going to start with... I guess I'm going to start with this one. It's worse versus Chain Whirler, but like Shauna's better in the late game, and he can't play Chain Whirler this turn anyway, and I don't think I care if he wastes a Path of Metal here. Oh, well that's neat. I have no idea what our opponent's playing. Maybe he's playing that like Jeskai Artifact deck. If so, it's like super bad, but it's got Walking Ballistas, so that means it's probably pretty good versus us. There's Karn. Karn makes a 2/2. Hopefully the Harvester attacks, but I find that kind of unlikely. Either way, we get to kill this dude, which is sweet. Do I want to do anything different with my lands? Sure, let's start with this. Let's grab this guy. Alright, so if we attack him, we're presenting 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. That's not lethal, so I guess we're just going to kill Karn. I think I made a play mistake here. I should have looked at my mana better. 100% should have played Shram's Expertise and then used the Thopter on that. So, I'm 100% just played badly. I didn't have the land in my hand at the beginning of the turn, did I? I just wasn't thinking well enough. So that was a pretty horrible play by me. Should have 100% had this Shram's Expertise on the table. It just didn't dawn on me. Gosh, that's a bad mistake too. Because like next turn we might want to be trying to cast Angel of Invention or something. No, I think I'm pretty jaded at that mistake actually. Is it bad that I just want to play Song and try to resolve everything? Like Song's that good, I guess. Well, let's see if this resolves. There's a good chance that it doesn't. But if it doesn't, at least he didn't get to counterspell one of my good spells. Okay. Alright, so here, the Angel of Invention does the same thing as the Shram's Expertise in theory, but is there a higher likelihood that he may have an Essence Scatter than a Negate? That's my thought process here. Like, is there a chance that he has an Essence Scatter in his deck? There's probably not a lot of chance that he has an Essence Scatter, so I think I'm just going to jam the Angel and make tokens. Could have like a Lightning Strike for this bro though. But then I guess he has to use the Lightning Strike on the Angel if he has it. Still get the attack for 7 this turn, which is just a thunderous amount. He's unlikely to have a main deck sweeper. Well, okay, make that 5 then. Again, he's still unlikely to have a main deck sweeper, and if he doesn't have a main deck sweeper, we're probably just going to win anyway. He'll make another blocker there, isn't he? I don't think I'm going to play that, because I don't think I'm going to attack with everything. If I attack with everything right now, he just gets to, like, block. No, I guess I am just going to attack with everything, ain't I? Yeah, buddy, we're going to attack with everything. I think I'm just going to attack his face. I don't think I'm worried about Karn anymore. What's Karn going to do? Put one more little brother in play? Yeah, I'm just going to attack him with everything. I don't think this ends up good for him either way. I should have played the Scattering Groves there. I'm pretty sure the game's over this turn, so I should have played the Scattering Groves. It would have gave me a few more options. Like, had I drew another Pride or something, I would have been able to play Pride this turn. Wait, what did he just do? Oh, he's making me attack Gideon. Well, I don't think that does anything, so. I'm just going to do the quick math. So he's got 2 blockers here. So we can send 5 that way, and we send it all at him. Even without the hashtag Oasis, he's just dead on board. Yeah, he's dead on board even without the hashtag. Yeah, Ibnu Rivulet is a card that more people should probably play. Yeah, this is kind of sweet. Alright, so he is an artifact-based deck. He has Beaumont Couriers, Nephrosphere Harvesters, and friends. So I think I'm going to bring these in. I kind of want to bring these in. Kind of want to bring both of these in. I think I'm definitely going to bring at least this one in. I'm not 100% sure about Carnage Tyrants, but Carnage Tyrants seem like they're pretty good here. I don't think I want to play the Thopter Arrest anymore. I probably don't have time to tonight. Like, I have to be up at 8 a.m., so, like, I have to kind of play the league and then try to get some bed. Sorry, I have to leave the house at 8 a.m. I have to be awake before that to get ready. I still haven't even sleeved decks and stuff for Friday Night Magic, which has to be done before I go to bed as well. I has no free time. Everybody's trying to kill me. This card's kind of insane. Sleep is for the dead. I feel dead. If I brought some 3-drops in, I'm gonna take some 3-drops out. Nah, that card's too good. You can't leave. I really just want to take these songs out, even though these songs have been incredible every time we've cast one. Whatever. I can't pick. I've only got a couple of seconds, so I'm just gonna basically grab things at random. I sat there and talked this entire time and just didn't come to any conclusion. Song is the best saga, probably, especially for a deck like this. But I just feel like he's going to have a lot of sweepers in his deck. Like, I recognize this player and I respect this player a lot, so, like, I just kind of don't feel like he would bring a deck that's unprepared to play versus a deck like ours. I feel like he's just going to be lighting us up with sweepers and stuff. Maybe that's just not accurate. Maybe he won't have anything like that. Well, I was originally going to play the Shauna, but I want the extra mana next turn, so I guess I'm going to play it like this. Probably won't get to flip the Legion's Landing now. So this card's going to have to be insanely good versus us, I think. I think we can start with this. kind of want to flip this. I kind of want to do the Big Daddy on that. Is that real wrong? Is it wrong just to expertise this? Or, sorry, to arrest this? And I'm pretty sure next turn I want to play this with Kicker no matter what, so it takes 6 mana. We have exactly 6 mana. That means this will not be in play on the trample turn, though, and I kind of want this in play on the trample turn. Like, this being in play on the trample turn seems important. I'm not sure I like what I'm doing right now. Maybe I should have actually arrested this. I probably made a mistake by not resting the Whirler. Arresting the Whirler. Yeah, I don't know if the Heart of Kieran mattered. I probably should have got the Whirler. Heart of Kieran's legend and stuff, and that's a good reason to never get it. That card's good. That makes me change my plays too, I think. I think I'm just going to play that thing now. Ha! Alright, I will tap you for what? I will tap you for what? So we can't get settled this way. Certain sweepers are ineffective. Even the good sweepers, we still have a Shalai. JK, we don't have a Shalai. But at least he has to exert the Shalai. So I guess now we just play Visbro and battle. Yeah, I think I like playing this one. Oh, I pressed F6 when I shouldn't have. I meant to FOP to arrest post combat. That was a play mistake. I meant to FOP to arrest post combat. That card's very good here. What can I do attack wise now? Well, he's just going to kill that if I play it, but I can play Chef at Dunes and attack with all. If I do that, he kills this, blocks, 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 takes 2. But he loses everything he has, and I don't lose that much. I think I'm fine with that. Oh, I don't. Yeah, I think I'm fine with that. Good night, Weagle. Thanks for stopping by, my friend. Hey, Nostradamus, thanks for following. So he has to block everything but one thing here. So he's going to go down to 2, and I'm going to lose one of my things and still have 3 creatures versus his Hellbentness. And he doesn't have an answer for my Angel or my FOP to arrest. He can now kill the Shalai. Or sorry, he can now kill our Legend, but he would have to have something that could block 2 things to survive the next turn. And it would have to be 3 things because of our FOP to arrest. Alright. Starting off well, 2-0. Hey Jordan, yeah, it's pretty interesting. I think there's some sideboard changes I would like to make, but I like what the main deck's doing a pretty good amount. Oh, our opponent's 4-0 playing for the trophy. Are we going to be crushers of dreams? Who knows? Alright, we will keep. So our opponent's either going to get a nice prize or not a nice prize. Let's see what is going on over there. Oh, this feels like this is probably a reasonable match for us. I guess if he's playing the black build with like walking ballistas, it could be bad. Yeah, the rivulet kills are always nice. He was really low on time too, which has to just be good for you in general. This looks like this is going to be a close race. Could be taking 7 this turn. It could just be too slow to get us Rams out. We may have to draw a Fopter Arrest this turn to compete. Yep, that's an unfortunate draw. We'll probably have to draw a Fopter Arrest this turn to compete. There's a good chance the game's over if we don't. Well, maybe not. We have some options. It depends on what his other card is. Please let me attack. No fatal push. These decks generally play 1 to 2 fatal pushes, so this was kind of brutal. And if he has a walking ballista, the game's over. If he doesn't have a walking ballista, we might be able to pull our... Oh gosh, that's great. So we're going to have to double block here and then take 4? Or, yeah. So then we have to figure out how to close the game in 2 turns? That doesn't seem very likely, does it? Again, a Fopter Arrest would be good enough. Oh, he's not even attacking with these. Him not attacking with these actually gives us a chance. So what could we draw this turn? Well, a land is 175,613% not it. Can I attack with everything? Pretty likely. I'm not going to expose this, so I will play this one. And now he knows there's not a 2-drop in our hand. We're attacking for 14, so that won't be enough. We're still going to have the Fopter Arrest. Definitely have to have the Fopter Arrest. You don't make Lifelinkers, do you? No, because if you'd made Lifelinkers, that would have been a play mistake. Walking Ballista, rip. So we're dead. No, we're not dead. I don't know why I was even thinking I was dead. Doesn't change anything. Like, actively changes nothing. Still drawing a Fopter Arrest to even be alive. Past this turn is to go. Another Shram's Expertise doesn't do it. Alright. We'll concede. Still feel like this is reasonable for us, but not that game. Alright, so I guess I want these things again. Probably not attacking a lot early. don't think I'm taking out Song here. I don't think there's a lot that they can have. I think we just have to try to be as fast as possible. Murph, all about the hating. I actually don't think I care about removal spells either, come to think of it. Just not going to play these. I was originally putting them in because I was afraid of flyers, but I just don't think that's good enough. Yeah, actually I don't want to get rid of the Legion's Landings either of a deck that has these 8. Sideboarding of this deck's not easy. Yeah, it's just not easy, is it? I'm going to remove one of you. It's probably some number of these 3-drops. But they have Harvesters and Kiorans and Phyrexian Scriptures, so like having all of these seem good. Maybe Thopter Arrest isn't good enough, even though I like cried for it all last game. They also have Benelish as well. Nah, I don't think that's good. Kills Knight of Malice, but that's about it, right? Alright, I want to get rid of one of these. I want to get rid of one of the 3-drops. Alright, I give up. I don't know how to sideboard. Everybody can just call me a trash can. God, this hand's bad. I guess I'll keep it. It's better than a mulligan, I think, but like it's pretty atrocious. Like it just takes one duress and our hand's just gonna lose. Like gonna lose very badly if he has one address. All of our lands come into play at the most awkward of times. Well, that helps our lands not being as awkward a little, but like we needed a spell, so that doesn't help. Just getting another land there is pretty awkward in its own right. What is this? A heart? Sure, the heart wants what the heart wants. Guess we'll cycle this. It's for the decks with like the red green or the big green decks to where like you can just hold your go wide effects and they have to go wide, and then you can play it and then like vomit value onto the board. So he wants to block now. He doesn't get the block now, so that's neat. Neat things are fun. The same as his deck is like got a bunch of X2s and X1s in it, but I guarantee there's at least one Golden Demise in the sideboard. At least. There could be more. It's honestly not that good, George. Think it's pretty overrated, by the way. And hello. Like, it's a fine deck. They also play Settled Wreckages, don't they? So since they play Settled Wreckages, what do? I guess we just do something like this. I doubt they have Fumigate. They could have Cast Out. I will offer you 3 of my bros, though. That should be enough to make you bite on a settle. If you have multiple settles, we probably just lose. Cool thing about settle here is like we still have these as backup. I don't think they would have fumigates. They might have like one fumigate, but I doubt they would have a bunch of fumigates. It's kind of weird that he didn't attack when attacking was like definitely super 3. I think I'm just going to offer him the same 3. Actually, I'm not going to offer him these because he might have Phyrexian Scriptures if he draws his mana. So I'm going to offer him those. I'll offer him the same attack next turn. And the reason I'm only attacking with 3 here is because in case he does play a Fumigate or something, I can sack both Memorial to Glories at the end of turn. Well, I mean, I'll float the mana in and sack them after the Fumigate resolves. And that's probably enough. There's just no reason not to block one of these. I don't think my creatures do a lot right now anyway. We have more creatures than we have things to do with them. It just seems to me unreasonable to think that he doesn't have a thing here as well. I'm just going to attack with 3. He's got a settle. He's pretty obliged to play it at this point. This plays around cast out, so I chose 3 as the magic number. I'm just not going to put the Expedition on the table. I'm going to sack a Memorial to Glory at the end of his turn. Wonder what's in his hand. His deck's mostly a white deck and an artifact deck. Alright, so he's not even going to bluff the second settle. He sees I'm playing around it, so like bluffing it doesn't do much. Right, Ricky. I'm talking about like what could happen in like 3 or 4 turns from now. I know he doesn't have that's why I'm attacking with the green ones and not the artifacts. That's what I said. I untapped the green ones and I untapped the artifacts and tapped the green ones because it can kill artifacts. I guess he probably doesn't even sideboard it in versus me though. You mean the exact opposite, Murph. I cared less about the saplings than I did the servos. He probably doesn't even bring in Scriptures versus me, though. That's a fairly good point. There's a good chance he just doesn't even bring in Scriptures versus me at all. Yeah, I could see that. That's reasonable. Maybe he doesn't bring in Scriptures at all. So this card still seems reasonable here. The Lord always seems reasonable. Carnage Tyrant doesn't seem that terrible because his deck does not block well and it attacks with a lot of 3 power things, but like his flyers is really what worries me about winning the game and whatnot. It's the same reason I kind of want the Ixalan's Binding on the draw, but like maybe it's just too slow. Maybe we need to continue to try to be somewhat speedy. I wonder if I can sideboard one of these out on the draw and then like bring in the Marshall again. Where are you playing at this week, George? I also have no idea what I'm playing either, and Sean won't help me decide. Because I want to give him his deck first, but... I'm just going to submit it. Having Legion's Landings isn't that bad, right? I like Opponent's deck. I streamed it yesterday and I thought it was really good. This hand is atrocious. We have no green mana. I'd probably keep it if we had a green mana. This hand's worse, but I'm thinking about keeping it anyway. Thinking about keeping it anyway. We have 24 lands in our deck, so we have like multiple draw steps to hit one. If we hit a green at all, we like just kind of explode. Yeah, I'm gonna keep it. If we hit a green at all, we just kind of explode here. And the math says that we're very likely to have at least a second land by turn 2. And if we miss a land for a turn, it's not, I mean, it's not good for us, but it's not the total end of the world. We already had a removal spell for a good flyer. We had an expedition. Just all around seems pretty reasonable. We're tied up on green mana more than we are anything, but the green mana is the one that lets us go crazier with the Song of Frelis. So this says hexproof and white, so we can never flop to arrest it. That's a good one. Saram's expertise, you say. That doesn't help us this turn. But we can still do this turn. Opponent has a powerful draw. We also have a powerful draw. Opponent was on the play though, so his powerful draw is probably going to be a little more impactful than ours. We'll have to see how the rest of these hands play out. Could double block the knight here, but that just gets me off mana. Am I going to need that mana? Let's think about that. If I hit a land next turn, I can Angel of Invention and Thopter Arrest. If I don't hit a land next turn, I can Saram's Expertise and Thopter Arrest, and then like never play the Angel. I think I'm going to double block. I think we're playing defensive here. But there's no reason not to triple block it if we're double blocking it because of Fatal Push. I don't think any of our lines here beats an actual untapped Walking Ballista. So we're just not going to play around a Walking Ballista. We're just not going to play around a Walking Ballista. We're just going to grab Cerbos here, because we need to be able to block some of the shenanigans that's probably going to come across the table this turn. That one could be very good. Maybe I just take 8 and block next turn. I don't hate that. It's actually 9. I forgot this has the +1. Yeah, I don't hate that. We're still just dying to Walking Ballista, and I acknowledge that. So like, I'm not trying to beat a Walking Ballista right now. Beating a Walking Ballista is like the last of what I'm trying to do. See if we can get his blocker. And my dudes have Vigilance. Would suck if he had a Cast Out. Oh, he's got Settled Wreckage. That's unfortunate. I don't think we could really play around that. We could have not attacked with the Angel maybe, but... Oh, did I not click the Forest? I thought I clicked the Forest. The Forest was highlighted on my screen. I thought. Yeah, I don't think we have the opportunity to play around things when we're this far behind, though. If the life totals were closer, and like I wasn't just afraid of a Walking Ballista ending the game on the spot, and things like that, we could make different plays. But I don't think we had a lot of options when we're this far behind. And we just died, so. The Settle to Wreckage, playing into the Settle to Wreckage wouldn't have changed anything. No, I probably just didn't click it. I don't see particularly well, but I thought I had it clicked. I don't see particularly well. We'd have probably lost that game even if he didn't have the Settle to Wreckage. I think it would have been difficult for us to beat just the Lyra there. Well, I guess it wouldn't have been difficult just for him to beat the Lyra if he took that big of a hit on the previous turn. Because even if he blocked and gained life with our Sheffet Dunes, we would have probably dealt so much that it didn't matter. He was on... What round was that? Jeskai Artifacts. He was on Jeskai Artifacts. Alright, so we play first. Is this the first dice roll we've won? I'm not sure. Alright, this hand's miserable. Let's keep it. Everything's been doing about the same for me. Just a million 3-2s and 4-1s and like... Well, sorry, every reasonable deck. We didn't do good with Black-White Approach. We didn't do good with our Grixis Artifact weirdness. I think I'm just going to cast this song anyway, ain't I? So play song this turn. No, I guess I can't play song, can I? Playing song just doesn't do anything. Well, this is unfortunate. But the green, the white base, the black white decks and the green white decks have done the best for me. There we go. That's a little bit better. Alright, well, you provide more mana next turn, so I'm going to play you. So, see, next turn, we're going to tap 4. We're going to play this. We're going to play this. That'll give us 2 more mana, and then we can play this. Yeah. So that's the general plan anyway. So hopefully we're just going to explode this next turn. Dreadshade. I don't think we have to worry about many Dreadshade decks, at least in game 1s. But I don't know their deck list, so I don't want to say that definitively. This was a neat turn, though. White, green. I cast you, the 6/6. 6/6 smile? No! You took our Broseph. Now we can't attack with the 6/6. Actually, we can still just attack with the 6/6 plenty if we wanted. Moto at its finest. Is this safe to just attack with this thing now? Because even if he spends mana to kill this, he's not going to be able to kill this. So he might have a removal spell or something that kills this, but he won't kill both of these on this turn. Well, it's unlikely, but I mean, could untap and do it. And next turn, all of our things get Vigilance, Trample, Indestructible, and we're going to sack a Sheffet Dunes, and we're just going to send the world. Oh, he's conceding. I don't have time to send the world. But opponent, I'm trying to send the world. Alright, so Gifted Everborn is a problem. Is it enough of a problem to bring in Ixalan's Binding? I'm not sure about that. What else do decks like this play? I think I'm just like kind of thinking. out loudish. What's that card called? Anyway, was that card called Dreadshade? I like Dreadshade. Dreadshade's neat. But yeah, anyway, those decks play like 4 Walking Ballistas, 4 Gifted Everborns typically. It's hard for me to imagine what I have that actually beats that. Maybe this is actually good enough then? Maybe I want some things like this. Walking Ballista is like such a beating versus me. Is it wrong to want Carnage Tyrant as well? They have a bunch of Death Strikers, so like maybe Carnage Tyrant's just like super wrong. I can definitely see Carnage Tyrant just be like really, really wrong. Really, really, really wrong. So they have some Fatal Pushes typically, some Divest. Divest isn't actually very good versus me. Can make it a little bit worse by trimming one of these. I don't want to trim that. That's a kind of a sweet lord. Maybe I could trim some Benelish Marshals then. Probably not attacking very early with this deck, or with this build of deck, so I'm just going to do this. I keep taking out a Benelish Marshal or an Angel almost every game, and I feel like if I'm taking out a Lord, I'm probably not thinking clearly. Alright, well, we're not keeping this hand. We are keeping this hand. I don't think Legion's Landing's particularly good versus them, but the rest of the hand's good enough that I'm not willing to get rid of it. And since we don't have green mana, we'll go ahead and throw the Saproling on the bottom. That's a cool card. Maybe at some point it'll matter. So there's the Everborn. That's one of the cards we've been afraid of. Do we get to play a Marshal next turn? It doesn't do a significant amount, but it gives them a cast down target, I guess, because we're bros. Enjoy your cast down target. Please don't have a second. He has a second. I don't think we can beat a second. Alright, well I would rather do this. This lets us get one of our points of life back. That could potentially just be really, really bad though, because now we don't have a way to get a Walking Ballista off the board, and that could potentially be relevant. I like Opponent's deck. I think Opponent's deck seems pretty good, and I think it's pretty fun. Assuming that it's anything similar to the look of the other builds I've saw of it. What is this? So there is the Walking Ballista. That's disappointing. He let me untap. Not a fan of him letting me untap here. Guess he could be trying to beat Fatal Push. Or he could just be trying to Fatal Push, I mean. Which means I think I'm just going to cast the other Legion's Landing. I don't want to get the Marshal just thrown away to a Fatal Push when he's already got a 3 Revolt triggered. Alright, that's not that bad for us. Fine with that. I mean, obviously, it could be better for me. I think I want to flip this, so I think I'm just going to throw away 2 points of damage here. Which sucks, but I think I do want to flip that. Maybe the Voice of Plenty will be enough to do some serious work on this board. Just attacking with both, that's a bit frightening. Vraska's Contempt. Alright, could have been worse for me. So we can attack for 15 now, and that just doesn't seem good enough. So I think I'm just going to pass. Actually, I'm not going to just pass. I'm going to attack with a few. I think I'm just going to attack with 3 and be willing to use my pride here to kill both of his guys. Kills both of my guys too, but like killing his guys is probably pretty reasonable. While they still have hexproof, he's got a instant speed removal spell that can kill this, plus a way to kill one of these. That would suck, but probably doesn't have both of those. He might have like a contempt or something to kill this, but I've got a strong feeling that I'm getting both of his dudes, and I'm fine with that. How good would Lyra be right now? Or even another green source. That's the second Gonti from us. What opponent played the first time? I wasn't paying attention. Alright, that's what he just got now, but what did he play the first time? You just like fail to find? Can't fail to find, can you? So he played a 3-4. I think I'm just going to block. With all of my things, I still just lose 3, so... Seems overall worth it. And opponent DC'd. Well, we were having a pretty quick league, but opponent is Gonzo now. I've apparently dropped a crap ton of frames as well. How long could you guys not hear me? Because apparently my voice has been off. I think I'm just overfearing this card at the moment. Huh. I want to offer him the Shanala, or the Shaylee, but I just don't think he'll take it. So I guess I'm just going to pass and leave up my blocker Vin and hope he doesn't have a contempt or a way to kill Shay. Shayla? Shayla? I don't know, Voice of Plenty, whatever. What do I think the current best deck is? Probably red-black. I think it's the closest to being tuned correctly. Do you have a walking ballista to just kill me? Or do you have the thing that makes like a bunch of 4 or 5 menaces or whatever the heck it is? So that's a Walking Ballista, and the game's just over. Shayla. Okay. Well, the game's not just over. I mean, I can draw another Fopter Arrest, or I can draw... Oh, it's just that thing? Pretty happy if I'm just playing that thing. I mean... Oh, never mind. He did have the Walking Ballista. GG. Probably. Pretty hard for me to beat that card, especially this late in the game when they have a buttload of mana. I guess it's just better to play this. Should have left a green mana up, but... we can still win this game. We have one Fopter Arrest and one Ixalan's Binding to get this off the table. And we have this thing, which is currently really good. Oh. Now we have that thing. Now we have that thing, so he can draw a bunch, or he can put a bunch of counters out, one of the two. Either of them's not particularly great for me. Be interesting to see what he does. He's just going to draw 3 cards? It looks like he's just drawing some cards. Probably needs to draw a bunch of cards, because if he can't kill this angel in 2 turns, it's going to be really hard for him to win, I think. The fact that he spent 4 mana on the Walking Ballista tends to make me think he just drew his Vraska's Contempt. If he just drew his Vraska's Contempt, I don't know how we win. Oh, he had a Golden Demise. Sure. Alright, well that's game. Obviously not going to beat something like that. Alright, well we scoop. We have no out from here. Just way too far ahead with way too much life. Maybe we could try these? Maybe we could just try these. If Walking Ballista is the only card I care about, do you think this is reasonable if Walking Ballista is the only card I care about? I don't think we're attacking on 2 very often, so I guess I'm also worried about Golden Demise, but we can call Golden Demise with this as well. Maybe these aren't very good. He's got so many Death Touch attackers that are on the ground. Let's try something like this. That's good enough to keep. Opponent mulliganed. And put on bottom. Just trying to quickly play my planes. We definitely die to Golden Demise of this hand. That's really good for us. Alright, well, I guess I'm going to start with this. Yes, we get no value from it this turn, but it makes it closer to ultimating. Yes, I called this ultimating. This is a Planeswalker. Drawing a 3-drop that turn would have been perfect. Or another 2-drop. So they took a long pause there. And them taking that long pause makes me want to redirect how I'm playing this entire game. I don't know if this is right. It feels like this could be exceptionally loose because like now we still just died a walking ballista. So maybe we just had to go for it. Yeah, he's still taking damage here, so he probably has one. Oh, it's just a Gonti. Well, that's not that bad for us. Things will be indestructible this turn, which is nice. I doubt they have Field of Rune, but I'm still going to protect my Sheffet Dunes. Indestructible, sweet. Could kill his Golden Demise, or sorry, could kill his Gonti, but I'd rather just play this. Try to press snow as quick as we can, so it looks like we didn't have anything. So we have the options to Dunes next turn, even if he does have a walkie-talkie ballista, and he does. Another Pride would be fantastic. It's not another Pride. And I tap my mana in kind of a poor manner, I guess. Not really. Maybe I'm just supposed to main phase Pride? That's probably not good. So if I main phase Pride, he would shoot this and he would shoot this. And then I'd be able to pump this and he would take 4. That's not good enough. He'd take 4 and he'd lose his board. Is that good enough? He'd take 4 and he'd lose his board. And I would lose 3 things and I'd be down to 2 2/2s. We can't Sheffet Pride. We don't have enough mana for that. That takes 6. Or sorry, that takes 7. We only have 5. Or sorry, we only have 6. Dunes cost 1 more mana to activate than the hash tap. Hum, ho hum, ho hum. Scratching my head here. This is not a difficult turn, or this is a difficult turn. Because most of the lines I can make this turn let him get his Argos Bloodfast untapped. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Is that right? Yeah. So if I play a land pre-combat, you can't get me off of it. I think I have to play this because I think I'm actively trying to get him to sack this. Doesn't he take 7 if I Pride? No, because if I just attack... If I just attack, he would block here, and when I played Pride, he would shoot this, and then shoot this, or this would be the only thing that deals damage. So this would trade with one of these. This would kill two of these, and it would stop this one from dealing damage. If I pried first, he has to shoot this, and he has to shoot this. And then I can pump this guy and attack, and he should take 8. So I think he takes 8, probably. I think this is the play I have to make, but he gets to flip Dargle's Bloodfast is the part that's scary here. It's pretty scary because this is kind of like putting all my peas in one basket, and if he has another if he has another Walking Ballista, I'm in like really rough shape. If he blocks a 4/4, he takes 10. I don't think he's going to take 10. Now keep in mind, this is a 6/6 because of the hashtag Oasis. So this was my fear, that he's going to like flip this and he's still going to have opportunities. This thing could just put out enough blockers. Getting him a 4 is not great, but I believe I had to kill the Walking Ballista. By the way, we had a really solid hand, and our opponents literally played 3 spells, and I don't know if we're going to win this game, because that's how good Walking Ballista is versus our deck. So us not having some Solemnities in the sideboard might be insane. Yeah, I think I had to activate. Activating forces him to leave a 2/2 back. Wait. What's going on now? Opponent. So you're just going to Vraska's Contempt then? That seems odd. It's only not odd if you also have a Fatal Push. Anyway, this is about our best draw. The getting called Golden Demise because he paused on that turn. I just thought he had a Golden Demise in his hand. It's probably a better call on Walking Ballista in general, but like maybe he probably faked me out. I just really thought he had that in his hand. Yeah, just super thought he had that in his hand. So he gets to block one of these. He can contempt this, and he still takes 6. Okay, I guess he's just still taking 8 this way. He's got to have, still has to have a Fatal Push, or this doesn't get him out of it. I really want to know if opponent had the Demise. Because he just took that awkward pause, and I really thought he didn't have a Demise. Or I really thought he had a Demise because of it. Ah, so our opponent didn't have another Walking Ballista, and we've locked up a minimum of a Pity Chest. Always feels good to get that Pity Chest guaranteed to lock our Renode. Ooh, wow. Correct matchups. That's pretty rare on Moto. I think we have to keep this hand. It's pretty good. We don't have any of our pump effects, but like we have multiple turns to draw stuff. If we draw a land on our opening draw, we'll save this for cycling. If not, it's what we're going to play on turn 1. Oh, it could be a mirror match too. These mirror matches are just... just just a buttload of fun. And by buttload of fun, I mean extremely swingy. Like, he could just be the bigger green white mid-range deck as well. But if he's what we're playing, the matchup's exceptionally swingy. So he could have a SRAM into a Benelish here. If he doesn't, we're in super good shape. If he does, we're in less good shape. We're going to play ours as well. Going to attack, see if he offers these or if he just eats one for 3 and takes 6. Alright, this is what we wanted him to do, is why we made this attack. I didn't want him to have any creatures in play. Oh, that's unfortunate. He's just going to take 6? Okay, thank you. I don't want you to have creatures in play, friendo. Congrats, Murph. I'm glad. I do think that is a pretty scary spec, though. Oh, he's got Shay in his main deck. Well, he can't attack with the Benelish, so that's good for us. Spoiler, we also can attack with ours. So we need a way to end this game before it goes too much more out of control. Another Benelish doesn't hurt me too much. Does mean that I may not be able to attack. Actually, I may just be able to attack like crazy now. So let's do the math. He's at 17. Assuming he doesn't have Seal Away, he blocks here, and he takes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 times 3 is 18. So he dies. If he does have Seal Away, he beats us in our head really, really hard. Am I going to play around Seal Away? I don't think I'm going to play around Seal Away. Yeah, but it's rotating in like 6 months, and I don't think it's going to be that good right now. The card's been over $50, by the way. I sold some at $54 once. But every time that it's been $30 or above, it was just wrong to play any other deck in the format, and I don't know if we'll get back to that. So I'm just going to play this one, and I'm going to go for it. Seal Away would suck, but we'd still probably be able to win. Takes 1 point of damage if he seals away as well. So you go down to 7, and we were only losing 3 things in that scenario, and we have just a truckload. We're talking about Scarab God. Like, Scarab God's good, and it may go up and down, but I wouldn't want hundreds of dollars into it. Scarab God. It could. I could be wrong, but is it going to be the best deck, or is it going to be a deck so good that it's wrong to play other decks? So that's the big difference. All right. Well, we won the game 1. So what do? Destroys all creatures with power 3 or greater. So not too much. You have to have a Lord to go with it. 15 times 12, 180. Don't think we want you. Binding potentially. just don't think I want any of you. 2 to slaughter. Lets him keep his free 4. That was toughness, I might would use it. I think we're pre-boarded. I don't. Maybe I'll bring in some of these. Just get rid of some of these. I think we're both kind of pre-boarded, probably. Alright, this hand's fantastic. Our opponent mulliganed yet again. Kind of unfortunate for him. We don't have a Lord this game, though, so... that does, put the power down a lot. Hey, Buttons, thank you for the auto-host, friendo. Figured Buttons was playing right now. Oh, darn Pouncer. So he's playing the appeal version. And because he's playing the appeal version, that means our win rate goes very down. Down, down, down. Says our win rate. Our win rate goes down, down, down. I'll throw away one of these here. Just to flip the Legion's Landing so we can get ahead of him with the expertise and play the Shanana. Shana? Yeah, Shana sounds better than Shanana. The Appeal to Authority version's gotta be a favorite versus us, though. Shabanana? Please, no lord. You're not allowed to have a lord if I'm not allowed to have a lord. Opponent said, I don't care what the rules are, I do what I want. I'm actually going to play this because it is pretty sick with this. Think I'm going to play this and this? So 11. You're just not going to block this then. Or you're going to throw a 2-2 in front of it. One of the two. If you have an appeal, I'm dead. So I'm not worried too much about an appeal. Appeal makes this thing right just as it is. Oh. Well, that's even better. So that attacks for 18. Yeah, well, we're actually just not dead, are we? That only attacks for 18, friendo. Did you leave yourself dead on board then? So you're going to block here. You're going to block 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, you're just dead on board. So I'm just going to take 18 then? Okay. Well, I thought this game was going to be hard. Unless my math is incredibly wrong here, opponent is just dead Reno. So you can block 5 things, right? So no matter what, 5 of my things get through. Plus, well, sorry, 4 of these things get through. Or sorry, 6 of those things get through. Derp, 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 derp. He takes more than 8 damage. Alright, well. Don't know what that opponent's last attack was. I feel like he was in a pretty good spot to potentially win that game. Maybe he just didn't do the math. Or maybe he should have. He could have just alphaed with everything and made me make really bad blocks. He could have like ate most of my board, I think. I didn't do all of those combats in my head, but like I would have had to chump block every single one of these. I guess he's still just dead then, right? I just block all 5 of these things. Or whatever. I still have all this on the board. Maybe he just doesn't have an out. He could have just been dead anyway. We only did 5 damage over. He would only got to block 1 more thing. He could have bluffed Still away or whatever. Yeah, he's probably just dead anyway. He could have just not played the Benelish and like maybe bluffed Settle to Wreckage or something though. Anyway, whatever. Like you said, he may not have had another option. I probably wouldn't have played around Settle. Anyway, I like how I called it Settle away instead of Settle to Wreckage because we were just talking about Still away. I think I'm going to open these chests, even though I need to at some point stop opening chests. I'm getting way too many avatars. Anyway, we're going to open these full 8. Might be the last 8 I open on stream for a while. So hopefully we'll do good with them. Predominant Captain has to be absolutely Junkrat. Can't imagine it being worth even a nickel. It makes me feel like we should already stop. There was at one point in real life where people were playing like Soldier Stompy or some crap in Modern, and that got like a bit of play, or not Modern, Legacy, and that got like just a smidgen of play because you can play really unfair mana producers in those formats. So this thing's like, I don't know, like 3 cents on Moto or something. It's kind of a cool card though. Played a lot of decks with it. Come on, foil set. We'll take a foil set. Keswick Wolfrun, also worth nothing. Got 120 play points, but like I don't really care about play points. We're now up to 130 play points. Like play points and avatars are the 2 things I like seeing the least. Drowner Hope's not worth anything. So we're getting pretty crushed on like ticket value here. Trap Essence isn't worth anything. 2 more chances to get our like $20-ish. I guess they're down 20 cents a pop, so it's kind of like $18-ish now. Got 140 play points. That's also kind of like 14 tickets or whatever. In theory, at some point I'll need them. All right, so we turned. What did we turn? 8 treasure chests, so basically we turned 18 and change tickets to roughly 3 cents and 140 play points. But like I was saying, play points is moderately irrelevant to me, but at some point maybe I'll need them. Never know. The deck felt pretty good. Like it's definitely all in. If there's going to be a lot of chain whirlers in the format and a lot of sweepers in the format, like that's going to make this deck hard to compete. And the one thing about 18 and change, okay, sure. The one bad thing about these all-in token decks is like if they're ever the best deck, it's like the briefest of windows because like so many you can just tune your decks to beat them. But it's an exceptionally fun and strong all-in deck, and like I would recommend playing it. I don't know if I would take it to a Grand Prix, but I would definitely something that I would play in leagues a lot. 2 cards and back-to-back packs. That's pretty sweet. That's a decent chunk of money. So yeah, like this deck's pretty fun. It's pretty good. The sideboard could especially use some work. But overall, I like it. I don't play limited very often unless it's like a cool set, and I don't play any PPTQs or anything. So pretty much my play points basically only go up when I'm opening chests. It's like almost hard to lose them when I'm opening chests. But yeah, I like this deck. I don't think I have anything else to say about it. The deck was sweet. It's a powerful deck. It's a fragile deck, but it's a powerful deck. Walking Ballista is super popular and can super smash your face very, very hard. So that's not fun. Anyway, we're going to host Hodgepodge, and we're going to hop out of here, and I'll see you guys all on Saturday at some point. Take care, everybody. Thank you guys so much for stopping by. And I've lost my tool. Can't find my tool, so if anybody new followed, thank you for the follow. I can't see it. But take care, everybody. Appreciate it so much.